Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1970 Brother Webster XL-800 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in Japan, and the Brother brand sort of dominated the market with the more modern era of typewriters, the last era of the golden age of typewriters, all metal, very high quality made typewriters, and they still are in business doing office equipment. Up top are the margins. I'm going to set this left one on like 2 to 5, right one around 75, and this is the paper support arm that flips up in the back like a switchblade, and this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got a scale on it. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1.5, or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want 1.5, just flip that switch forward 1 notch. It skips 1.5. One more, it skips 2. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that up to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it all the way down, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that up for red. Beautiful. Very tight action, precise print. Looks really good. Pica typeface, prints 10 characters per inch. It's got a little bit of a heavy touch compared to a lot of the typewriters of this size, so you really got to hit them and you feel it. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it back and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. We're going to flip this down for now and put the color back on black. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again, margin and release above that. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release button. It does allow you to go all the way to the end. Very good. Touch control next to that, low and high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit them harder, but they respond faster. The lower you go, the less tension there is on the keys. So you just want to play with that to gauge what your preference is as far as touch control goes. Repeat spacer is just a automatic spacer. Very cool, like a machine gun. Tabulator, this is a set tab, 10 spaces, intervals. So you can't manually set those. Usually when your typewriter has a red tab key, that's how, except for the Olivet Elitaires, but most typewriters have a red tab key. That just means that they're set tabs. And it has a custom key. This key is actually a plus and it equals on the cap. So you can swap this if you could find, and this just pulls off like that. So it comes in a little kit that comes with the top and the kit, but this one got mixed up somehow. It's actually a plus and equal sign on the top slug, and on the cap it's an @ sign. And open the hood straight up like this, all metal, brand new ribbon on the left, so it's pulling to the right. If you want to switch that direction, you just swap the side that you want it to go to towards the middle. It'll pull to that side, and that will automatically reverse over and over. If you have eyelets at the end of your ribbon, which are the little metal piece, it'll catch on that and then swap the direction automatically. You can also tie a knot at the end if you don't have eyelets. Most universal ribbons come with eyelets, but if you have big reels, some people just load their existing spools with a reel like this. This is a big reel of ink, and you'd have to tie a knot at the end for it to reverse automatically. On some typewriters will shift it when it gets to the end, no matter if there's an eyelet or not. All right, what else do we have here on the keyboard? I think that's it. Backspace. Very good. On the right side, somebody wrote their name or something on there. I tried to get it off with alcohol, got most of it off. Carriage release on this side only, on the right side. Very smooth. Very impressive typewriter. I really am impressed by these brothers. They're just really, they look simple, but they're really high quality. This is your carriage lock. Push it to the front and move the carriage to the middle. It locks the carriage in the middle, so when you have it in the case, it doesn't bang around, causing any damage. To unlock it, let's see, just push it back like that, unlocks it. And this is the paper support arm, button underneath right there where my thumb is. Very cool. And if you push the line space selector all the way back to R, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You push it forward, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is a half a space, and that R stands for roll. So you roll without any resistance of the line space retainer. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.